Welcome, lovely Scorpio, to your general timeless reading. I will begin your reading with crystal and turban seashell scrying, symbolic cards, tarot and oracle cards, and I also have a charm or charms for you at the end as well. Okay, let's go ahead and roll, lovely Scorpio, and see what Spirit has in store. Holy Spirit, Holy Divine, all who are with me in the highest divine realms of love and truth, ask that you please give me clear understanding, clear communication, and interpretation skills to bring forth the most loving, truthful information that Scorpio needs to know most. Thank you, Spirit. Whoa, okay, already. Spirit, grab my hand. Okay, and who is Scorpio? Okay, all right, so Scorpio, I am seeing you with your eyes wide open. You're seeing a situation clearly. You have your hands in your mouth, like it's almost like biting your nails, but you're not biting your nails. Okay. There's some kind of, I want to say excitement, but I want to say it's a good excitement. Okay. It's like a good tower moment for you. However, surrounding you, I'm seeing people that have their heads turned sideways, which is telling me it's knocking people for a loop. It's knocking people off their course. It's kind of like something that you do that's some kind of blessing for you, Scorpio, is it's almost like it's going to shock other people so heavily that it's going to it's going to destroy anything that they've ever thought negatively about you in any way. There's not going to be, let's say if it's a group of people that like to gossip about you, okay? You're going to be doing something here that when they see the result of something that you're working on or you're getting ready to start working on, when that actually comes to fruition and, everyone sees it, they're going to be looking at you like, oh my gosh, everything that I have said about Scorpio now is going to be public that I was wrong. that's what I'm getting here. Or that I said some horrible things about Scorpio, and now now I look foolish. People are going to look at me as I'm the foolish one, things like that. But I am seeing you happy. So I've got other people. This is a large group, Scorpio. I'm seeing other people who are, just have a very shocked expression on their face, but their head's not sideways, but they're still like majorly shocked, like, oh. But because of their expressions, I'm really getting this energy. I can't help it, gossipy, like people saying things about you. And it's like once you come out and have something going, some kind of project, some kind of idea, you display something publicly. These people at that time are going to be in full regret. It's almost like a wake up call is what I'm getting. They're getting like a wake up call to, oh, shoot. Now everybody's going to see I was wrong. Oh, shoot. All the stuff I said, that kind of thing. But you're going to be happy. This is definitely happiness for you. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the symbolic card. Spirit, Holy Divine, please give me the top two cards. Top two cards, please, for Scorpio. Top two cards for Scorpio. Please tell me when to stop. Please tell me when to stop. Thank you, Spirit. This one? Okay, Spirit said stop now. And so it's this one. Okay, so we're going to, see, you have a change of direction here. Okay. And look, something's going to be growing where it shouldn't, and it's going to be very, very abundant. You see, Scorpio, I'm telling you, Okay, so with this, you see you're on path here. Okay, this is a road and it's a straight path, but you were going this direction. So now it's like spirit saying, oh, time to turn back around. We got to do a 180 here. We've got to go back this direction. Okay, so we're going to go down a whole new, it's kind of like a whole new path, or a whole new direction, uh, on a different timeline or a different path. Okay, even though it's the same path, it's a different direction. Okay, so by doing so is going to lead you into whatever this idea is, or this project, this business, whatever. This, for some of you, it could actually be a relationship as well, like a love relationship. Doesn't have to be though, but there's something here, some kind of idea. You planted a seed, or you're getting ready to, and it's going to be extremely abundant. It's going to shock people because it's going to flourish where it shouldn't flourish, but because it's something that's given to you by God, by the divine. Okay, because this is your divine birthright. So no matter what, as long as you don't hinder the process, as in allowing distractions, allowing people's thoughts, feelings about you or your ideas to hold you back, something amazing is getting ready to take place in your life. I love it. But you have to listen to spirit, because, it could be a thing of where you live here. You're going down this path. You live in this state. And all of a sudden, it's like spirit tells you, oh, you need to move over here. This happens to me a lot, whether it's moving or, any kind of situation. It's like, I'll be here doing as divinely guided, and mission change. Now we got to go here. But as long as I listen and I do as I'm instructed, things always fall into place. I don't always see why at first, and that's okay, because it becomes evident as I am doing as guided. Okay. However, Scorpio, when I try to stay stuck in my 3D self and I say, I know spirit's wanting me to change course, but I'm comfortable here, all hell breaks loose. And eventually, but in a way that's not as comfortable, I end up here anyways. So it's like I have had to learn the hard way many times, many times, Scorpio, that when spirit tells me to do something, just do it. Just do it. Don't, I can ask a million times, why? What is the purpose of this? But I'm never told, because it's not for me to know in that moment. I'm not told until it's time for me to know. Right? So it's like, instead of going through all that, instead of stressing, I've learned to trust spirit. And when spirit says move, go here, do this, I do it. And I totally trust. I trust that the finances are going to be there to do it. I trust that a way will be made. It's all about trust and listening and taking action towards being divinely led. Okay. And in doing so, this is what happens. And it shocks people. People are like, where did you come from? How? What? How did you do that? But see, that's the thing. It's not me, right? It's spirit. It's spirit, because I listen. I learned to listen. When I didn't learn to listen, I was like everybody else. How does this people do this? How do they, how are they living so abundantly? But see, I had to learn. And by learning the hard way, I now realize, do as told. Do as told by spirit, because spirit guides me in the most amazing ways. And things just all of a sudden fall into place. And it's not about, I know some people, some people don't like having to feel like they're under control of another entity. Okay, Jesus, or any other entity. But here's what I have to say about it. And it's only me, my own personal experience talking. But I have realized that I am in human form, right? Um, I realize that humanity is here on a spiritual journey, taking on a physical body, right? As a physical human in the 3D. Now, because we're here, we're not capable of holding all the information that is known in spirit in our 3D brains. It is absolutely, I was told, it is absolutely not possible. Spirit told me that. Okay. So therefore, there comes a point where we must trust. We must trust and have faith that our spirit guides, our angels, the divine, that we are being divinely guided into something beautiful that's not only going to benefit ourselves, but benefit humanity and our soul growth. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to explain here. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to a different deck. Spirit, Holy Divine, where would you like for me to go? Which deck, please? For Scorpio. Which deck? Ooh, here. Okay. We will take this one. What would you like to tell lowly Scorpio today, Spirit? What does Scorpio need to know? I hope you guys are doing excellent today. I truly do. What would you like to tell Scorpio? Oh, thank you. Yep, I love it. Endings. The cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change, rebirth. It's time to say goodbye. I cannot make this up. See? See? Get ready, Scorpio, to make a 180. I am not kidding you. If you want this, it's time. Spirit's telling you. I can't make it up, right? I can't. Okay. This is awesome. Okay. Anything else from this deck for Scorpio? No. Thank you. All right. That was plain and clear. Where would you like for me to go for Scorpio? Oh, here. Thank you. All right. We're going to go to the tarot. Spirit, Holy Divine, what would you like to tell lovely Scorpio, please? What does Scorpio need to know for this general reading? Thank you. Okay. Both of these? Yes. Okay. And we have King of Wands. And we have reverse upright. Upright. We have Queen of Swords. Yep. Love it. Okay. So what I'm getting here already, I feel like Spirit wants you to be in the energy of the King of Wands. Okay. This is being very bold. Really going after some kind of project, or again, it could be, passionate, but there's something here about Spirit wanting you to like being a true goal getter, like really, really going after something. You see all the fire in the background, which I know this is representing a fire sign, but I'm getting something totally different here. You see all the fire in the background. It's like you not allowing all the crazy back here that's going on, any kind of chaos to bother you. You're still coming out on top. You are pushing forward, Scorpio. You're not allowing anyone or anything to get in your way, and you're just doing it. Okay, right? You're doing something that you know is your divine path, right? Okay, now in doing so, it's going to require you to be the Queen of Swords. Okay. And I'm not saying be ruthless to people. We don't want to be like that. No. But I'm saying, Queen of Swords, this is someone who receives clarity. So it's like you get this aha moment and you're like, you know what? This is where I want to go with my life. This is my divine path. I know this is part of my purpose, and I know it's part of my soul growth. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this cycle. I'm going to do a 180 because this is what I want to manifest in my life, right? So, what I have to do is I have to become this Queen of Swords energy as well. So, you have a mixture of becoming the King of Wands. So, really being a go-getter, this is like a mentor type energy, supervisor energy, crew leader, team leader, something like that. Somebody who's like bossing up, okay? But not going to allow anything to stop them at the same time. Now, the Queen of Swords, besides receiving clarity, the Queen of Swords, she's like, she has that sword there, ready, just waiting, okay, waiting for someone to come stop her, to not tell her the truth about something, to mislead her, to misguide her, something coming her way that's not for her highest good. She will use that sword. Okay. So Spirit's asking you to seek clarity. That's the main thing here. Seek clarity about this new path. Okay. That's going to bring you to this abundance that should, in the 3D, should not work, should not be there, should not grow. Okay. Because that's why people are going to be so stunned and knocked for a loop. Like, how in the heck did Scorpio do this, right? But you're going to have to be protective of your own energy. Okay, not allowing people to come take advantage of you. People may start seeing you glowing up, and all of a sudden you notice everybody wants to be your friend, or everybody wants to date you if you're single, or everybody, and it's like, but you needing to stay true to yourself and really monitoring other energies while you are manifesting this. Be very careful of the energies that you allow. Like, literally keep that sword up. Okay. And make sure that you have clarity on energies, people. It doesn't matter. And I've been thinking for days, like for myself, because this is true too. You have to be careful the energies of people that come into your home, the people that get into your vehicle. Energy is energy. And a lot of times people do not realize the energy that they carry. Okay. And it doesn't mean that they're a bad person, but we have to start realizing there are higher or lower energies that do come into contact with the human physical bodies. And sometimes they will, let's say if it's a very negative energy that knows your purpose, Scorpio, that is coming to stop your purpose, they will work through another human being, and that human being may never even ever realize or even think that something like that is possible. All while they're coming through in chaos or destruction, and the intent by the negative energy is to stop you from your purpose, to stop you from manifesting something that is your divine birthright from spirit. Okay. So that's why I'm saying we have to be very careful of the energies that we allow around us. Okay. And it's not to say, I'm not asking you to be paranoid. Absolutely not. But you want to be aware. Okay. And people need to know that you have that sword up. Again, not to be nasty. Don't be nasty. I'm not saying that, but have those boundaries in place and show people you mean that. If they step over the boundary, if they cross the line, you're done. You don't accept crazy anymore. Silly actions and just silly chaos around you. You don't accept that anymore, because now you are moving forward. Spirit is moving you forward to like a higher frequency, and going to start using you in a positive way as a vessel for soul growth, to help yourself, to help teach others, and also for you to learn for your own soul growth. So see, it's like this is like a multi-part movement here that's happening in your life, or at least it's getting ready to start. Okay. So you have to be ready for that. Okay, Spirit, Holy Divine, what else? Yeah, the devil. I cannot make this up. Okay. There's some kind of energy here. I'm telling you. See, look, and the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is right here. Look, this is how I'm seeing it on the table. The Queen of Swords is facing the devil. I'm not kidding you guys. This is what's going on. See? She's sitting there. She's listening. She's observing everybody coming towards her. She's giving them the benefit of the doubt. Okay? But she still has her sword ready. You see what I'm saying? Because the devil is coming to attack. The devil is coming to stop some kind of manifestation here for you. Okay, so the devil energy, I have to say, okay, and which can be working through other people. right? It could be working through situations themselves. It could be like like you may feel like a storm of different things happening all at once. Like you get a call from about your phone bill and something's wrong with that. And then, this, it could come in those ways as well. But just remember, ultimately, there's some kind of negative energy here that wants to stop you from manifesting this. So it's going to be up to you to not allow that. So you have to be in this King of Wands energy, as in, I'm bold, I'm perseverant, nothing and no one is going to come in my way and stop me from my divine purpose and my divine birthright, right? That kind of energy. Okay, Spirit, Holy Divine. What else do we have? Okay, yeah, we continue with this deck. Thank you. And we have Reverser Upright, Upright. We have Page of Pentacles. Yeah. So with this Page of Pentacles, I feel like in this situation, this is like a very studious type energy, really needing to learn, research. Some of you may need to take actual classes or go back to school for something. But whatever this is going to be something that has to do with this manifestation, this new purpose, this new mission. Because you see, guys, like when we're going down one path, right? And we're not expecting something to change. Okay. We're just knowing we're going this direction. And we're just, for some reason in our human brain, many times we like to think it's going to be like this forever. When things are going good, oh, it's just going to stay like this forever. Or at least I'm content here. At least the bills are paid here. All these things, right? And then all of a sudden, Spirit says, we got a mission change. All that is ripped out from under you, some way, somehow. Okay. Some of you may feel like kind of like I did. You may feel like a breath of fresh air when you mission change. Okay. Some of you may not. Okay. But you will, once you change course, you will begin to see that, hey, you know what? I wasn't getting to my divine birthright over here. I was becoming stagnant. I was becoming a robot over here. Now, Spirit is leading me into something awesome and new, right? But in order to persevere and do that 180, you have to be in this energy. If you're passive whatsoever, you're not going to do that 180. Okay. Because I'll tell you why. If you allow your heart to listen to your friends, your close loved ones, and all that who may not understand a thing about what your goals or dreams or your purpose is, they're going to try to keep you here. Okay. For one reason or another. Doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It's just that they don't have the same task that Spirit is giving you at the moment. Okay. So they're not going to understand that. So the thing is you have to stand up here and be bold and say, oh, this is what I'm doing, everybody. Now I wouldn't give them all the details, but just say, like, hey, I'm moving. Those that you have to tell, whatever. But I'm moving, or I'm going to get a different job. And that's all you have to tell them. You don't owe anybody an explanation, especially when Spirit is working for you and through you to help humanity. It's best to just, believe me, I learned the hard way too on that. So it's best to just do it spiritually led, keep it quiet, other than people you have to tell, because I do realize there are some people that we can trust, that we do need to say, hey, I'm moving, can't tell you why, Spirit's moving me for whatever reason, and but I'm letting you know where I'm going to be should an emergency arise, something like that. But only the people that you absolutely could trust 100% and that need to know. Okay, because I'm telling you, something beautiful is coming. All right, but it's going to what's the word? It's going to bring in like an energy of you needing to recreate what you know. Okay. So it could be like, okay, I'll just use myself. So kind of like, I was going down one path because I was shown to do something. So I did that. Okay. But then another situation opened up, which I saw that after some research, I saw that the first thing, I didn't go about it the right way. I was doing what I was told. It's just I wasn't educated enough at that time to do something the right way. So now spirit's leading me in another direction. I'm doing a mission change. I'm doing a 180, but it's for something so much bigger than I knew then. Okay, that I do understand now. And now it's causing me to be in this energy where I'm having to learn all over again from the beginning in a different way to do something. So that takes time. So that also requires me to be patient because I want it now. I'm a Capricorn. I want it now, right? I I don't want to wait. But the thing is, anything new takes time to learn. So that's where I'm at right now, which keeps me very, very tied up, right? Because I have to put the time into doing this. And so for you, Scorpio, this will be the same for you. You will have to put the time in to relearn or to learn something new. Okay, in order to bring this into manifestation. So that could really bother family and friends, people as well that, are usually in contact with you because you're not going to be as available as you used to be. And that can make people upset. Okay. But it comes a time when you're working with spirit that you have to remember this isn't about one person or 5 people that get angry because you don't answer them back. This is about humanity as a whole. Okay. So if they get angry because of something you're being spiritually led to do, they need to take that up with God. Okay, I mean, honestly, they need to take that up with God. And because you are doing something you are being divinely guided to do, that's the right move. Okay. So don't worry about what other people say about you. Don't worry if other people get angry because honestly, it does hurt your heart, but at the same time, it's taken me a long time to get used to this, but I have to do this too. I have to do this a lot now. And the farther that spirit is taking me on this detour, the more I'm having to do that. Okay. So, but it's for the greater good of humanity. Okay. So that's what this is about. All right. Anything else for lovely Scorpio from this deck? No. Okay. Well, we're going to end this here. And let me see what charm or charms. What do we have? Look, this is going to lead you to freedom. This is a horse. I hope you can see that okay. But yeah, this is a horse and it's running. Okay. So that's telling me you are going to have freedom as soon as you come out of this energy here, away from whatever this is, the path that you are on now, because as long as you do as divinely guided, you're going to be this horse. You're going to be running. You're going to feel so free and happy as you do this. I kid you not. Okay. I love you so much, beautiful Scorpio. I'm going to put this here on this King of Wands. Very good. Okay. And as always, my friend, please remember, find your miracle in everything because if we look hard enough, we will find it. Much love.